Hello, this is David Gilmore, known as LDS Prepper. Happy New Year's. Welcome to 2024. For this year, I will be uploading a new video every day, Monday through Friday, usually around noon Mountain Time. And what I'll be doing is, as you can see here, I'll be answering questions. For example, here's a question that came in an hour ago that I'll be responding to here on today. So if you have questions about gardening, off-grid living, water purification, self-defense, home security, herbs, how to grow food as if your life depends on it, any of the many topics I've covered in my over 600 videos, please post a question in any of those videos, and I'm simply going to go down through the list and answer those questions once a day. If you like this format, this Q&A, please like and subscribe to my channel. Make sure that the bell is black so you get notifications when I get a new video up. So I'm committed to helping you get prepared for what's coming, because it is coming. We need to be aware of it, and we need to be prepared for it. So let's get started with today's first question. This came from Michael Gee, 2394, and he asks, can anyone please explain why there is such a rush to find alternatives to subterranean fuels we currently use to escape poverty, socialism, and communism? This is in reference to my video called Do Not Buy Solar, Do This Instead, Save Thousands of Dollars. The purpose of that particular video, and I'll answer the question here in a second, was to give people battery backup electricity when the grid goes down. Do I personally feel that the grid is going down? Yes, 100% am I convinced that the grid will go down. Do I want to be without power when the grid goes down? No, I do not want to be without power when the grid goes down. Do I believe the grid will be coming back up? Yes, I do believe it will be coming back up. So I need to have some form of power, electricity, to save all the food in my refrigerators and freezers, to keep the lights on, to keep my security cameras on, to keep my surveillance around my home on, to provide communications through the computer and internet and amateur radio and so forth. I have a lot of things that need electricity, and I need to have electricity to make those work. That's why I highly recommend having battery backup. If you don't have battery backup in a grid down situation and are wondering what to do, please take a look at the video, Don't Buy Solar, Do This Instead, and save thousands of dollars. I'll put a link down in the description below this video. But to answer Mike's question, I personally feel that it is the abuse of subterranean fuels that has put the world into poverty, socialism, and communism. He may be referring to that we've been able to take these fuels and build armies and fight socialism and communism. But if you watch a very, very revealing video on YouTube, and I'll link this down below this video, everything is a rich man's trick. That is an incredible presentation on the facts behind who's controlling who, which families, which groups are controlling all world governments, and providing war materials on both sides of the wars. In other words, selling information, materials to the communists and the U.S. in both great wars and in all the wars going on today. The same families, the same organizations are getting richer and richer and more powerful by playing both sides of the game, and the primary tool for that is subterranean fuels. Now, because of their control of the subterranean fuels, they have thwarted the sharing of technologies that would literally make us free of poverty, have an abundance of food, have an abundance of power, which would basically be free to everybody. I don't think people are looking for alternatives to subterranean fuels that have saved us from poverty, socialism, communism. I think it's actually that is the cause of those issues. And what we are looking for is, because these families and organizations do control world governments, many people feel that their plan is to bring down the grid, to make life hard. And we want to be prepared for that situation. I do. As a provider and protector for my family, I want to be able to have security, food, shelter, and all of those are provided by electricity. Now, can we live without electricity? Yes. Life is much harder. Try go camping for a month or 3 months. Go live out in the sticks with no electricity in your backyard and see what that's like. Cooking, hygiene, washing clothes, everything is much harder. Heat, staying healthy. So since we do have technology available to us in battery backup, I personally use and own the Mango power stations and highly recommend them. There'll be a link down below this video for that, but that's why this video was made. Don't buy solar, do this instead. I hope I answered Mike's question from my perspective. I hope you take a look at the video, Everything is a Rich Man's Trick, and I hope you get prepared for when the grid goes down. Longer than a few minutes, longer than a few hours, longer than a few days, but possibly weeks or months or even years. So if you like this format, please again subscribe, click the bell, make sure it's black so you get notifications on the daily updates and questions I answer. And please post your questions on any of the videos you might have questions about, and I'll be more than glad to answer those for you. This is LDS Prepper reminding you, if ye are prepared with solar battery backup, ye shall not fear that which is for sure coming.